Good day and welcome to Earl's Vehicles. I'm Magnus and this is the Hyundai IONIQ 5N. The IONIQ 5N is designed to be an incredibly fun, engaging and driver-focused EV, to which it definitely is. In the UK, these start from £65,000 and this particular model is just over £67,000 because of the performance blue matte paint as well as the vision roof. It's fair to say there's no other EV on the market that looks as sporty as this. From the red accents down the side of the car and the back, the 21-inch forged alloy wheels, the extended spoiler at the back with the rather unique upper brake light, all the way down to the extended rear bumper as well, and obviously diffuser. So it really is a sporty looking car. From the front, this car looks mean. You've got the red accent down at the bottom, you've got the satin grey fins, there's a bit of a grille, these lovely pixel LED headlights, and of course you've got red brake calipers all the way around as well. The IONIQ 5N has an 84 kilowatt hour battery, to which 80 kilowatt hours of that is usable. According to EV Database, the real world range is around 240 miles. To put that in contrast, if you're doing motorway driving and it's minus 10 degrees, you'll probably get 170 miles as your real world range. But if you're driving around towns, cities on a lovely summer's day at around 23 degrees without using the air conditioning, you can get about 355 miles of range. Again, it all depends on how heavy your foot is when you're accelerating and driving a fantastic performance car such as this. In terms of charging, your charge port is on this side here. You've got DC rapid charging up to 263 kilowatts, which is incredibly fast. That will do 10% to 80% in about 17 minutes, which is not bad going at all. In terms of performance figures, which I'm sure you're dying to know, it does 0 to 62 in 3.4 seconds. It has a whopping 641 horsepower, around 740 newton meters of torque, and a top speed of 162. In terms of practicality, you've got a 480 litre boot, which you'll see like so. There is a net, which will obviously stop things rolling around, parcel shelf, and there's a little bit of underboot storage as well. Not much, but vehicle to load adapter, tire mobility kit, and charge cables. Because it is quite a performance focused car, there is no front boot or fruit or frunk with these, so you are limited to what you would get with a traditional car, your boot and back seats if you put them down as well. From the driver's seat, you can tell this car has been geared for performance. From the performance steering wheel with flappy paddles, which do actually change gears, again we'll come on to that later, from a drive mode select button, N mode buttons, and a literal speed boost button as well. You've got performance pedals, you've also got a heads-up display. The infotainment system is incredibly vast. There's loads of features and settings that you can change. This is its N mode setting where you can change how the car handles, how it drives, there's traction control, there's plenty, so much to this, which we'll dive into as well. You've also got a digital rear view mirror, so that's a camera, so if you did have the boot loaded up, you wouldn't block your view, but you can change it to a regular mirror, and of course the vision roof with the electric sunshade. You've also got performance seats with an illuminated N logo. You've got a fixed center console. In most of the IONIQ 5s, it's a sliding center console, but these are fixed with plenty of storage. Big space down here, 2 individual cup holders, wireless charging pads, plus obviously USB-C connections there, 2 up here, 12-volt sockets, plenty of places to charge your phone and plug in devices. And one of the most unique things about the Hyundai IONIQ 5N is the N e-shift modes. By default, you can drive this around like a nice, normal, quiet EV. But when you turn on the active sound, you can hear it rev. And then when you push the other N button to put it in its performance mode, you'll hear it pop and bang as well. You're looking at this probably thinking it looks like a hatchback, but it is actually classed as an SUV. It is 4.7 meters long, it is 1.9 meters wide, and it weighs about 2.2 tons. So it's not necessarily a hot hatch, but it is a hot SUV. So when it comes to driving the IONIQ 5N, it's not like any other EV I've ever driven. We've driven big performance EVs, we've driven smaller performance EVs. This is something else entirely. You'll hear at the minute I've got the active sound turned on because I quite like it. It's very unique. You don't have to have it on all the time. You can turn it off if you want it to be a little bit quieter. But I like it. It's cool. It's something else. So what you've got is effectively a simulated 8-speed gearbox. So I'm in second at the minute, just pootling around like so. You'll hear the revs build like you would do in a petrol car, and then you can change up, or you can change down. You'll hear it like so. That's about 7,000 RPM. Change up into second, and it really does sort of throw you as well. If you're bouncing off the rev limiter, which you'll see in a second, it does sort of jerk you a bit. If you're changing up and down, it does ever so slightly throw you, like you get in a performance petrol engine car. So you can hear I'm in second, 4,000 RPM. I'll change up third, nice and quiet. But the fun thing is you can have it. You can be doing 40 miles an hour, bouncing off the rev limiter in first, and it's not going to affect the engine, because there isn't an engine. It's electric motors and some very incredible software. So we're coming up now to our bypass. So I've got it in first at the minute, 20 miles an hour. You'll hear the revs building. We'll take it up to the rev limiter. 40, throws you forward a bit, and then if I change it to second, and change through the gears, you'll hear it pop and bang as well as I change down a little bit. But that's me now in third, doing 60 at about 4,500 RPM. I can change it up, so it's nice and down, the lower end of the revs. It is phenomenal. It always puts a smile on my face because it's 641 horsepower. It's incredibly quick, and to go through the gears like that is great. And obviously it costs you nothing to do that. If you were doing that in a petrol car, you're literally burning pounds for noise and pleasure, which is great. But with this, it's pennies that you're not even burning, but to get the same sort of feeling. These cars come very well spec'd from factory. In fact, the only options you can have was the vision roof and the paint colour. They do a gloss blue of this, a gloss version of this performance blue. We've got the matte. They do a grey, a white, a red. Some nice colours. The interior is standard, but there's lots of features you get as standards. That's me changing down for the roundabout. But you've got adaptive cruise control with lane keeping, so it will effectively, to a degree, drive itself. You have Bose surround sound system, ambient lighting. You've got heads-up display, as we mentioned earlier. As you've got 360 cameras. It's all very well optioned. Unlike other performance car companies, or car brands, which everything's optional. If you want this, that, the other, it's all an option. Whereas this, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting it all, pretty much. And you can just choose how you want it to look. I like the vision roof, not because it adds a bit of light, but more in the sense that it gives it a nice two-tone look. So the blue with the black roof does look very smart and a bit more performance-y than without. Sorry, I'm having fun with the gears again. They are something very unique. I've never obviously experienced this in an EV before, because no other EV sort of has this. Yes, some do make a noise. The R-Bath, you can kind of rev it. The R-Bath 500e, you can kind of rev that, but it's very much sort of a one speed. It doesn't really change up the gears like this one does. But also the Porsche Taycan, again, that's got the electric sport sound, adds a bit of grunt to it, which is nice, but by no means as in depth as this. The fact that you can change gears, and it actually doesn't. It's not just an audible effect. It actually physically moves you as well. It's phenomenal. And again, there's loads of performance features that you can change. You can play around with how it all handles. I drive it with the suspension in normal because I'm not on a track. The roads aren't the best. I don't want to feel every pothole because obviously they are big wheels at 21 inch. The slowest I've ever seen anyone take a roundabout. So yes, on the whole, the IONIQ 5N is like no other car. You can get the entire family in with kit in the back, and you as the driver can have some fun with it on your own or with others. I've had to warn the person filming that it throws you back because it really catches you by surprise. You don't expect a car this size and this heavy to be as powerful as it is. The Hyundai IONIQ 5N, what a car it is. Easily one of my favourite EVs. I love everything about it. I love the looks. I think it looks fantastic. I like the performance. How can you not love that? The gearbox as well, all the performance specific features, fantastic. Whilst some might appear gimmicky, I think they're great. You know, to have that sort of driver engagement in an EV, which a lot of EVs haven't had over the past few years, it is really nice to see, and it's unique. It's quite the development in the electric vehicle market. We will be putting this up against a very similar performance EV in some future content, as well as the other type, some of the other types of the IONIQ 5. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, not all our content is going to be IONIQ 5N related, but if you are interested in EVs and the sort of thing that we do, by all means, please do subscribe if you feel like it. You're welcome to leave a like or a dislike if this wasn't your sort of thing. Let us know so we can take that feedback on and work on it, and comment as well. We always like comments, so by all means, comment away. But yes, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.